beautiful Librans, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your full moon reading for the 14th of June 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Librans, this is your full moon reading. It's a message from your guides to see what they want to say. Now, the full moon is a super moon and it's in Sagittarius, which is all about passion, about hitting targets, making new goals, but it's also importantly about looking back at all your accomplishments to date. Looking at how you've evolved on your journey, because no matter what, no matter where you are right now, you are changed and you have made progress in your life in some way, okay? So this time period is about looking back at all the things that you have done and being proud of it. And also it is about setting new targets in order to move forward, okay? In particular, your 3rd house of communication and education is starred. So this is a time where there is early learning involved. Some of you may feel called to put yourself on a course of learning, or perhaps you are currently on a course of learning and you're deepening your commitment to it. It can also mean that you hear information on the grapevine, something that will really help you going forward, and you hear it before other people. So also relationships with siblings and neighbors and things like that are starred. So you may be deepening connections with those people as well. But this also, you may feel compelled to book a quick trip out of town or go on a road trip, or even like book some sort of vacation, or you're taking a vacation. I know this time period, most people tend to take a vacation around about this time, and that's because of the planetary alignments and where the houses are starred, okay? So that 3rd house is activated for you. Now I'm just going to get all your cards first before I transmute an outcome, but your guides are showing me how much integrity you have, your morals. You fight for what is right, your social justice. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Oh, wow. They all want this all in the resistance position. Okay. Interesting. So that's the Devil card, the 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. We will definitely see what comes out there. We've got 7 of Wands as an outcome. That's positive. You got double 7 either side, just so you're aware. And we got the King of Wands. So you will influence the situation, that is for sure. And it will be a positive outcome, but you've been going through a very difficult journey, as I can see right now. 5 of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Okay, Herald of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Now, intuitively, now this is a very interesting energy that's coming up, first of all. Normally, my guides are pointing at, for example, your energy, but they're actually sort of giving you like a heads up. It's almost like your intuition feels like something is off, okay? And whatever that is, they want you to pay close attention to it. So let me see. Your first card is the one who stands, resolute, implacable, determined. So either you're determined to get to the bottom of something. I mean, we've got a 7 of Swords here and we got a 5 of Pentacles. So either someone has stolen something from you or has stolen cash from you. This is something that's already happened. Or perhaps intuitively you feel that something, I mean, there is a financial shift in the world, for example, and you feel like something is off and you're protecting what is yours. Because this is the one who stands. So you're standing guard. You're guarding against these things. So I feel your intuition is bang on point. Now, this is a very interesting and not typical message to get. So I would pay close attention to that, okay? I feel like they're trying to say, listen to your intuition, but also, for example, if you're looking at world circumstances and you're thinking, okay, things are changing economically, I feel like you're protecting yourself against any sort of economic downturn or something like that. I feel like you're standing for what is right. So that's very strong that's coming out there. I mean, now the one who stands, your guides are saying, let's get back to your energy. You have created healthy boundaries. And I feel like it's because it's come from an experience that really, it's almost like you got hurt or burnt in a situation where you gave a lot of yourself. You are very strong. You're building back that strength, and you have sort of garnered some sort of armor around you, not just your heart, but I feel like you're protecting. You're in a protective energy. You protect your people, the people in your social circle. You don't let everybody into your social circle, my beautiful Librans, but you protect those people with all of your energy. And you're someone who is very honest, someone who's very wise, and very intuitive. You're very fair. They give me that energy. You're very, very fair as well, okay? But as you can see, this person's eyes are just like watching and waiting. So I feel like either you are aware that someone has been sneaky around you. It doesn't have to be that someone's stolen your cash, but it can be, you know, someone is not telling you something, or somebody, they're keeping some behavior to themselves, and you're like, it's okay, I see you, I'm just waiting for the moment. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards on that, because this is a very odd energy to get at first. We've got the Seven of Swords, which can lend itself, of course, to betrayal or running away, hiding something, perhaps. It doesn't have to be a deceptive energy. It can mean that you are operating in stealth at this moment. So you may be sort of working really hard off grid, not telling anybody about your plans, or, you know, you're standing guard over something because you don't want to tell anybody something. Now, this could be, for example, that you've gone through a heartbreak, or you've gone through some sort of difficult time, and you're sort of like keeping it to yourself. They're showing me how strong you are. You're the sort of person that when tough times come along, you sort of like put a smile on it and you just keep going on. You brave the wind, and you force yourself against the wind, as it were. You know, when the wind is like pushing at you, and then you're forging away no matter what. So they're showing me how much strength you have, even in the most difficult of circumstances. They're actually showing me that whatever difficult time you're going through at the moment, you actually come out on top. There's a lot of positive energy here. There's almost like a major breakthrough that occurs in the next 4 to 5 weeks that actually sees you still on point with a dream, okay? Just so you're aware. We've also got a Five of Pentacles here. Now, the Five of Pentacles is worry. Okay, it can be that you're worried about finances. It can be you're worried about long-term security, or perhaps you're worried about financial loss, or even you're feeling a little bit isolated and you just want to break free. Okay, so I need to pull some cards just on that energy, because the Seven of Swords can also be a card of not conforming, living life on your own terms without people pleasing. Okay, so it can mean that right now you're feeling pretty isolated, but you're marching to the beat of your own drum. You're actually not conforming to people's expectations of you, and you may be feeling this yearning energy for being, you want to be independent. Okay, so I just need to pull a card because the history of the Seven of Swords card is basically this figure is taking all of the weaponry, okay, in order to prevent some sort of argument. So it's almost like this person is taking something because ultimately the intentions are good. They don't want to fight, so they're taking away all the weapons. But it can also mean if you are trying to do something, for example, and it's required that you do it quickly, they're asking you to sort of take a pause. You don't want to do something too quickly, and you may miss it and you may lose money, for example, because we've got a Five of Pentacles there as well. So I just want to clarify this energy. This is not perhaps going to resonate with everybody, but I mean, the first pile, I feel collectively, it's something that everybody's worried about. Financial sort of situations around the world. I feel like it's in protective mode, taking guard of finances, making sure everything is set up, provided for every eventuality, because you may feel like there is some sort of economic downturn about to happen. So I feel like you're in a protective mode. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know about the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Because this is your energy, Libra. So either you have, for example, lost some money and you don't want to tell anybody about it, or you're feeling worried about circumstances and you're keeping it to yourself. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So it can mean that you're feeling a little bit financially tight at the moment, and I mean tight as in, you know, you're having to rely on savings, or maybe you haven't got savings. It could be just worry about finances. Will I have enough? Will I have enough to eat? Will I have enough to buy a home? Will I have enough to go out this week? It depends on your circumstances. So the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, the Queen of Pentacles tends to be about the home. It could also be, will I have enough money to pay rent this month? Or will I have enough? That's the energy. And I feel it comes from worry, because the Five of Pentacles is about worry. But the Five of Pentacles is an interesting card because it means you find an alternative route. But also it is about, how can I put that? You will find sanctuary. Okay, there is help at hand. For example, the Five of Pentacles can mean that there is an alternative form of abundance headed towards you, and you're not even aware of it. It's an overlooked treasure. So, for example, it could be that you're really creative and you're really good at what you do, and you find an alternative stream of income in order to make money, and all of a sudden you set up your own business, and now there's lots of money coming on in. I do feel like your financial situation does change, but I'll clarify that on the other side. But right now, I feel you're in protective mode. You're safeguarding something here. Now, it could be that you're safeguarding, you're about to move home and you're keeping it to yourself, for example, because the Queen of Pentacles is all about the home life. So let me just go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? Okay. Now we've got the High Priestess and we got the Lovers here. So it could also be that you're hiding a relationship. Maybe you're connecting to somebody and you don't want anyone to know, but you're worried that they'll find out. So it can be like you're in stealth mode. You're operating under the radar. High Priestess is mute, so you're not saying anything about something. And also you're trying to use your intuition in order to gauge your circumstances. You're very intuitive. You have a lot of psychic gifts. Your guides want you to be aware. Tap into that in moments of silence. If you're always on the phone, if you're always like doing, and you're always, you know, working, for example, give yourself some time to really take silence and connect to your inner guides. And it's then that your guides will actually talk and send omens or signs to you to help you along your way. Now in the water I'm scrying, they're showing me an image of a face, and it looks like the person is wearing a monocle. Okay, a monocle. So I mean, this could be a painting. It could be a person that you know who wears a monocle. It could be you who've decided to wear a monocle. It's very eccentric, wonderful energy that I'm seeing. But I feel like it's more that you see somebody or a painting or an image of somebody with a monocle. I mean, it could be someone who's got a tattoo that you walk past and they've got a monocle on the person's tattoo. You know, so it could be an image, it could be a person. So I feel like this is a signifier for you in the next couple of weeks that change for the positive is coming. Okay, so look out for an image with a face that's got a monocle. Okay, but if that doesn't happen for you, I feel it could also be spiritually they're trying to say something needs a closer look. Okay, keep your eye on something. It needs a closer look. So it could be resonating in the same way. Anyway, we got the Lovers card. So this means you have choice. Use your intuition. So if you're trying to do something different and you haven't done it before, for example, and you're setting up a business, because we've got the King of Wands here, I would say do it all above board. You don't want to do anything like, you don't want to try for quick results, for example. You don't want to fast track and do anything that's illegal, which Libra, you're the sign of like what is right. So I don't imagine you would ever do anything like that. But if you're thinking, you know what, I'll skip that stage, I don't really need to do that, it can come back and bite you on the you know what. So just be mindful. So yeah, some of you, you know, it can mean that you caught somebody cheating, and it's still in your energetic sphere. It doesn't have to be like yesterday or a couple of days ago, but it can mean either you suspect someone of doing it or you caught someone doing it, and you've got some choices whether you decide to disconnect from this and no longer give to this situation. That's your call. If this is something that's happened in the past, like a long time ago, of course, it may still be in your energetic sphere. Not that you want to be with that person from the past, but it may have changed the way that you operate in relationships going forward. But this reading is not really about relationships. It's just come up there. So whatever occurs, you've got the one who emerges. So you are going to be triumphant, okay? So whatever this difficult period is, because you've got a lot of difficult cards, Libra. You know, I can't change the cards that have come out. Whoever's energy I'm picking up on here. We got the Devil card, we've got the 8 of Swords, and we've got the 3 of Swords. So something that perhaps, I feel like this is almost like if you've had an experience in the past, you have been guarded ever since. You're not going to ever let that happen to you again. But in doing so, I feel like you are slow to engage in situations. So if someone cheated on you in the past, for example, then you may be like, right, I'm not going to get deeply into a relationship for a very long time. I'm going to protect myself. Or you may have found yourself very guarded and hard to open up to someone to love. But it could also be, for example, a friend. If someone, you know, you found out a friend had, you know, deceived you in some way, then going forward, you've cut that person out, but going forward, you're very hesitant to connect to friends in the same way. So I feel like it's an influence. Something is influenced here. But it says, enlightenment, mindfulness, rise up. And whatever the circumstances that you've experienced, I feel like you turn that pain to gain. You actually elevate. You're the bigger person. You lead with integrity. They're just showing me how strong you are and how you will be triumphant over whatever this difficult period that you may be going through is, okay? So you will blossom because of this time period. And you will look back on this time period as one of the best lessons that you learned. And I know sometimes lessons are painful lessons, but I feel like if you could go back, I feel like you would do it all again, because where you're going to be in the future is so much better, okay? And this is in the near future, just so you're aware. We got the Devil card, which can indicate fear, but blockage as well. The Devil is to highlight that we have hit a brick wall in life in some way. So it's not a negative card. It is a card to make us aware that somehow we feel stuck, helpless to change a situation. It could also be this obsessive energy about, so for some of you, if you've been hurt in the past, it can mean that going forward you've got trust issues, and it can be like a big deal breaker. It can, even though the new person may not, you know, have given you any cause to fear their loyalty to you, whether it's a friend or a relationship, or whether it is a career. It can be people at work, for example, that you just don't trust right now. They're indicating here that you're going to get over this. We've got a Knight of Pentacles here, so it does mean that there is like movement forward. You're working really hard on personal growth. I'm going to pull some cards on this. 8 of Swords says there's something here that perhaps you haven't seen or you're not seeing, but you're releasing yourself from denial. You're seeing things as they truly are as you move over the next couple of weeks. You're freeing yourself from illusions, okay? The 8 of Swords can sometimes mean that the fear is actually in our mind. There's nothing to worry about. If you tend to be someone who catastrophizes, you always see the worst and then hope for the best, then it is about recognizing that worrying about things that we have no control over is actually a waste of your beautiful energy. You could be putting your energy into all the positive things. And I know, like, it's easier said than done. We all get worried sometimes, and we all start to worry about the worst case scenario, because it's human nature to prepare ourselves for the worst. But that in itself makes the vibrations change, and then we attract the worst, okay? So it's about trying to mediate, realizing sometimes when we're fearful over a situation or we're worried about something, that we go, okay, what can I do about this circumstance? Nothing. If the answer is nothing, then there's nothing you can do. You can just try and be positive. Try to shift the vibrations and work your way to finding a resolution or a solution to the situation. If the answer is, yeah, I could do this, that, and the other, then do this, that, and the other, and everything will be well. So I feel it's about how much control you have over a situation. Now, they're showing me with the King of Wands, my beautiful Librans, that you do have control. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a card on that, because the 3 of Swords can mean difficulty. It can also mean heartbreak. It doesn't have to be a separation or a relationship difficulty. It can also mean, you know, that For example, you're working at a toxic work environment and they have made you hit some sort of glass ceiling where they do not allow you to move forward, and you're feeling like something underhanded is going on here with your work colleagues or with a boss or something like that, but you will prevail. There is something being offered to you that will make sure that you rise, okay? The universe has got your back here. This Knight of Pentacles tells me that you're being realistic, you're being honest with yourself, and you're also being professional. So if it is a work environment experience that you're having right now, your hard work, your faithfulness, it will actually prove you to be a very poignant worker. If something isn't working for you though, Libra, I feel like you are moving away from this energy because it looks like it's toxic, but you're rising, okay? So for example, if you put your resume out there and you're about to look for a new job, there's definitely one coming on in. It may have been slow to show up, but it is very good when it comes in. Wonderful opportunities coming towards you. It resonates with your heart, your soul, and your bank balance, okay? So it's really positive. But let me just pull a card on that Devil, that Eight of Swords, and the Three of Swords. If this is heartbreak for you, I feel like you're overcoming it, but it's taken you a while, and it's taken you a while to trust. Okay, but there is a true blue love coming on in here for you that is passionate, kind, and loving, and you may be triggered, but not by this person. It'll be triggered by your own fears of a previous experience. Don't let the past influence the present in a negative way, okay? We learn the lessons, we keep the lessons, but we move on as best we can. Seven of Pentacles. So working really hard and you may feel like the results are not what you hoped for. It can also mean that, you know, you're opening yourself to a new strategy. And whenever we do anything new as humans, we start to worry about what if it goes wrong? What if we do this? What if we invest in this situation and it doesn't go the way that we hoped for? Then I'm stuck. So I feel like you are looking, it's almost like you're in a judgment stage where you're weighing up your options. You're trying to find an alternative route to do something. And I feel like it's a little bit scary because it's out of your comfort zone. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. But they are indicating with patience and perseverance, your hard work will pay off. Some of you may be finding a second stream of income, but I feel that you are at a bit of crossroads in some area right now, and it's bringing up a little bit of worry. Page Cups in the reverse. I feel like when you get this card, this can also be a breakup. You are with an immature person, or it doesn't have to be like a breakup in a relationship. It can be a breakup in a friendship, or you're something that you used to love, or someone that you used to love, you're taking a step back from because you feel like they've got unrealistic expectations of you. One thing is for sure, the Eight of Swords means you're releasing yourself from that fear. Whatever this blockage was, whatever this toxic situation was, or whatever this worry is, the struggle is being released. You have got peace of mind as you move through June into July, okay? Also, your guides are telling me that you're very logical. You're very logical and find solutions very easily to difficult circumstances, which doesn't help you when you, of course, you have difficult circumstances. You may feel like, why do I keep coming up against a brick wall? It's because it's almost like your guides are saying, not this route, not that route, not that one. They close the doors when they want us to go another way. If we're not noticing the signs or we do not trust our intuition, sometimes Spirit comes in and puts a big old block and says, nope, not this way, so that you have to find an alternative route, okay? They are guiding you to something better. The outcome here is really positive. The Knight of Pentacles is showing up for you as well as an obstacle you're going to overcome. So there is more money, okay? There is more, I mean, the Knight of Pentacles is also about honesty, professionalism. So whatever it is, it's all coming out in the wash. Now that sentence came up in a reading the other day. I can't remember if it was also for a Libran reading, but I don't use that word or that sentence typically. So it's come up again. So perhaps this is for the Libran reading again. So someone's coming through to try and get a message through. The one who dreams, escape, dreams, fantasy. Okay, so the Seven of Swords can also be a card of escape. You want to escape your worries. You want to sort of if, for example, you've got a bill to pay and you're like, I just want to run away, okay? The answer is never running away. It's always to face it head on. And your guides are showing me that actually you may feel like running away, but when you're realistic, you face it head on. So they are actually really proud of you when it comes to the way you deal with life and you deal with it head on. But there is a dream here, an opportunity that you really have been trying to manifest. And throughout all the difficult times, you haven't fully given up on that dream. That dream is going to come true for you, okay? So whatever it is you've been wishing for, I feel like, well, the full moon, this is a full moon right now. I feel like the change happens like today, the 14th of June. This is a catalyst day where things start to get better for you, okay? And whatever it is you've been either fantasizing about or manifesting, you're turning your dream into reality, okay? Seven of Wands says you're not giving up on the dream. Seven of Wands says you are standing firm in your vision and you are capable of not conforming and going the distance. Perseverance is one of the things that you have in your toolkit, as it were, as a human. And it's something that's you always find an inspired solution. You never give up. So Seven of Wands indicates that whilst you may defend yourself or you may be protecting yourself in some way, your self-confidence will raise. And I feel like you will defend either an idea or something that you're really passionate about, and you will oppose anything that is negative. So for example, if you've got a dream that you want to do and one of your friends says, oh, Libra, you can't do that. Nobody can do that. So that's impossible. Why don't you just be real and, you know, get a job somewhere else? And you're like, excuse me? Don't crush my dreams. Just because your dreams didn't work out, don't crush mine. Okay, I feel like you're holding true to a vision and you're defending yourself in a situation where you felt like you didn't have to defend yourself, okay? But this card indicates you're capable of going the distance. You're unstoppable. With sustained effort, you're going to reach your goal. You're going to get to where you want to go. Don't compromise your morals along the way, okay? Especially when we got a 7 and a 7 opposing each other. 7 of Swords and a 7 of Wands says you're capable of great things, Libra. Don't look for fast track energy, because that tends to mean you'll miss something, or it can mean that, you know, you have to compromise something in order to get something else. And Libra, you would never do that anyway. King of Wands, success, leadership, taking the initiative, okay? You're going to feel that energy from that Sagittarius full moon. It's a super moon, actually. So you will feel this energy today. You may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, but you're going to get a power up of energy, like you're unstoppable, okay? You're going to be bold. So whatever this is, I feel like you are finding a way to come out on top. I feel like this is courage as well, okay? A very strong energy of courage. Suddenly you are energized, and whatever this difficult circumstance you're going through is, you will overcome it. Also, some of you, maybe you've been trying to set up your own business and be independent, and it's been a struggle, and you may be worried about, this is an opportunity that is exciting, but at the same time, what if it goes wrong? I feel like you will invest in it in a way where it will not go wrong, okay? You are going to be, you know, you've got leadership in your bones, basically, and I feel like you will come out on top. You will actually be motivated, and your passion and your drive and your influence will make things turn out successful, okay? So I feel like you are marching to the beat of your own drum, and you're not conforming to anyone's expectations but your own. I feel also that you're actually going to exceed your own expectations in this, okay? So you could be setting up like a passion project, or you could be you have an urge to create something new, or some of you will actually be offered an opportunity to step into a leadership position. So if you felt like you've been hitting a glass ceiling and there's someone at your workspace who actually is trying to get in your way, you may find that they are removed from the situation, or you find an alternative route to get to a successful position, and you are offered like a new raise or a promotion, or some sort of new income, because there's definitely new income coming here for you. The Herald of Swords is the Page of Swords, basically. So I feel like you've got a new idea, a new way of doing things, a new focus. You've got wonderful ideas. Your imagination is off the chart. Also, your guides are telling me how loving you are. You invest your whole heart and soul into everything, whether it's your work, your friendships, and your career, or, you know, or into love relationships. And that's why it hurts so much, because you invest all of yourself into that thing that you're doing or focusing on. Be mindful of not overgiving, because when you overgive, you know, you leave a little less energy for yourself and you feel depleted. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Herald of Swords, I feel like the truth comes out. if, for example, this is a deceptive situation. I feel like you find out the truth. But the Page of Swords is also someone who's very, very curious. So this can lend itself to your third house of communication, of learning something before it happens, or, you know, acting on a hunch and knowing that you are right. Because I feel like in the situation, the outcome is you are right. Whatever this is that you're going through, you were right. So I feel your guides are also on hand. So please, if you're going through a difficult time, ask them for protection, but also for guidance. They're keeping me the monocle. So that is definitely something, either it's like keep your eyes open. This is not to worry you. I feel like this is something you're already going through. And I feel like this is something that, that perhaps it could be worry about anything, to be honest, but I feel like it comes good. Okay, so whatever it is that you feel has been difficult, it's almost like, I don't want to say like your guides are like knights in shining armor, but I feel like there is an opportunity showing up to guide you out of difficulty into something really positive. And we got an Ace of Cups right here. Ace of Cups at its grassroots is about love giving you hope. You know, there is an opportunity coming your way. You're bringing your dreams into being. So I feel like this is the universe coming in with an offer to perhaps do something that you love, something that resonates with your heart. Now, this could be a love offer if you're looking for love. It could also be a career opportunity if you're looking for something that you love doing. Whatever it is, they're just wanting you to be aware that any previous experience that may have left a bitter taste in your mouth, don't let it influence the next circumstance or the next situation, because it's not the same. Okay, and they want you to be aware that whatever you're dreaming of, you're actually accomplishing this. I mean, all these cards basically says you're influencing your circumstances and you're right on track for success. There's an opportunity coming on in that you're not even aware of yet, and it will make you see that you're in a really good position. Okay, so I feel, I mean, some of you, for example, you may have been trying to get a bursary or a sponsorship for some sort of deal, and you may have felt like the governing body was against you all the time, or you didn't have the credentials and you may be worrying, can you ever get this thing done? All of a sudden it shows up for you. So whatever it is that you feel like you lack right now that you're trying to manifest, that is the thing that's showing up for you. Okay, they're showing me how hardworking you are, how your commitment to prosperity actually will pay off. You will see tangible success, evidence of more money coming on into your world where you'll be able to save. Now, there could be a new project coming on in, some sort of new idea that you act upon that is very, very successful, something that you love doing. Okay, something that you've had as an idea for a while, but you may have been either worried or afraid to just launch yourself in to do it, or some of you may even been procrastinating because you're a bit your guys are giving me this energy that you're a little bit there's some perfectionism there. Okay, so I mean, we all got energy of perfectionism at some time, but don't let it hinder you by making you always think that it should be perfect, and then it means it will never be right. You'll never feel it's like right to show to people, or, you know, sometimes perfectionism holds us back a little bit. So just be mindful of that. But what starts out as a difficult situation in your reading, I feel you triumph. Okay, it's almost like you use that pain to gain energy and you unlock lots of blockages. And if, for example, you're looking for love, or you've been deceived in love in the past, or had a difficult experience in love, or a toxic love, I feel like there is someone coming on in that is true blue energy, someone who is takes their time to get to know you, someone who is you know, a traditionalist. They want to settle down, they want to get to know you, they want to be by your side and be reliable. There's a lot of love here coming on in here for you. Okay, someone is very curious about you in the next 4 to 5 weeks, or you could be talking to somebody new, and I feel this is something that you dreamed of. This person will try to sweep you off your feet, but you may not trust it at first because of a previous experience. Try to let that previous experience stay in the past and embrace the new one and see where it goes. Okay, when those fears start to bubble up, just tell yourself, wait. If there's evidence of this person being similar to a previous experience, then of course, drop it like a hot potato. But I feel like this is about letting someone prove to you that they love you. Okay, for those of you who are in a relationship already, I feel like you're perhaps longing for like the spark of passion to sort of come back. Maybe you're in a routine with this person and you've been through some difficult times, but this person really comes through for you, okay? And I do feel like you both find that spark and the reason why you fell in love with each other in the first place. But I feel like both of you find a way to prove you love each other again. And I feel like you come back together in union. And for those of you who are looking for a new job opportunity because you feel where you're at has stifled you in some way, or it's just not for you anymore, you've fallen out of love with it, or there's lots of office politics, I definitely feel like you change your circumstances. There's a new opportunity coming on in here that you're going to love, okay? So thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? Anything further they need to know? They're giving me the number 1010. 1010. So that is a number that you may see quite a lot. It's going to be heavy synchronicity in the next couple of weeks for you. Your guides are going to show you 1010 in particular, though, to let you know that you're on point or that your intuition is bang on point. Now, we got Orca Whale. Adventure. And the first sentence literally is like, dare to do things differently. So if you're doing things differently, marching to the beat of your own drum, really requiring that independence, but you're a little bit like worried about something, they're indicating here that doing things differently is actually thrilling, exhilarating, but of course a little bit terrifying sometimes. Move through the obstacle, move through the fear. Feel that fear, do it anyway, if that's the name of that book, right? It says, dare to do things differently, sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams, attempt the great journey with confidence, be loyal, friends and family are your treasures, be brave, you're more powerful than you know. Okay, so very important message right there. And I'm going to see what final messages are coming through from the ancestors. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Any further messages for my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Can you... Ooh, it's getting a little bit of a difficult deck now. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, so first card we have here is Walk the Path. Walk the path. You have to do what is right for you. No one walks in your shoes. Comparing life, social pressures, okay? So right at the beginning, we got that energy of wanting to be independent, marching to the beat of your own drum, not conforming. So your guides are indicating walk that path and walk it with pride, okay? You are free to do whatever it is you want to do. We've also got seeking. And it says, what you are seeking is seeking you at this moment. Research, questing after the truth, the chase. Now that the truth came up in the reading as well, but whatever it is you're seeking, you will find it. So also be mindful. That is we have to be very wise about what we're seeking, because sometimes when we are seeking the worst in every situation, we will find the worst in every situation. Sometimes we have to change our perspective and try and see the best in every situation. Remember, catastrophizing can sometimes turn into prophesizing. So just be a little bit mindful, my beautiful Librans. Exhaustion, okay? It says, it may seem like a long journey. Trust your final destination is near. Breakdown, mental fatigue, energy drain. So if you've come to like a point where you are feeling fatigue or you feel burdened, just take some time out, okay? We can't really function 100% if we're burnt out. Now, it's easier said than done. I know we've all got to do jobs, pay bills, and all of those things, but take at least 10 minutes if you can, in nature would be even more amazing, but just to rejuvenate your soul, okay? It's got confidence. The King of Wands really lends itself to confidence, and you're going to feel that boost of confidence and energy as you move through this full moon period. It says your success will be determined by your own confidence, self-image, love yourself, outlook, believing. That Seven of Wands tells me you believe in yourself, you're gaining that confidence, and you will achieve whatever it is you set out to. And finally, this is a very important message, okay? As soon as I touched it, it's really hot, so it tells me it's really important. Now, we're going through the super full moon in Sagittarius, so we've got that archer's bow right there, so that really connects about your targets. And it says here, certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture your heart. Very important. Ace of Cups is all about that. The thing that captures your heart is the thing that you will actually achieve, okay? You have lots of possibilities available to you, but only allow the things that capture your heart to be truly important in your world, okay? Now, I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much. Ooh. Wow, we got a lot here. Okay, so we have a little sort of like, it's like a little rag doll there. And this is about remembering to have fun, playful spirit, be open-hearted, but it could also be that there's some childhood wounding that you've been carrying with you. If these are trust issues from childhood, or you've had a very difficult journey since childhood, this is about releasing and processing a lot of those feelings and emotions in order to let go and be free again. So they actually want me to put this on the Ace of Cups. Now, this could also mean about children, you loving your children. I mean, you love your children to the ends of the earth, of course, if you've got children there. But it can also be, if you're looking for love, you may meet someone who has a child, or you have children and you're wondering, you may be worrying if you can meet somebody new who will love you and your children. So it can be a lot for that energy coming through on that trinket. But I feel like you whatever you're trying to achieve, your needs are met. They're giving this energy, your needs are met, okay? We've also got the horse, so you're moving on. And whatever it is you have as a target, you will be successful. This is also a trinket of loyalty. Horses are loyal, they're beautiful, but also it connects to that independent spirit, that wild and free energy that is deep within you. You are all that, my beautiful Librans, and you bring a lot to the table of life, so remember that. This is a trinket of accomplishment. It normally connects to the Chariot card, where you have a choice, but you choose the direction you head in, and only you, and you will meet your destination. You will achieve your goal. Okay, they want this on the King of Wands. And finally, we've got a star energy. Stars connect to healing energy, but also a wish come true. It says here, just for you. Just for you. So there's an opportunity. The stars are aligning to bring you an opportunity that is just for you, something you've been manifesting just for you, and you will achieve it. Okay, so this is about hope. It's about calmness, far-sightedness, seeing the future. You're going to gain insight into something. They want this on the Ace of Cups as well. You're going to gain insight into something. It's almost like I keep coming back to this energy. You get information on the grapevine about something. It happens. It's almost like you're prepared for it. It happens. You know about it before it happens. So trust your intuition, or whether it's a piece of information someone gives you. I'm going to leave it there, my beautiful Librans. This one was pretty difficult reading, I got to be honest. The energy was quite bumpy, but maybe that's how you're feeling right now. You're feeling uncertain. I hope something resonates with you, because there is a positive outcome here. Okay, there's a lot of good things on the other side in the next 4 to 5 weeks. I feel like the change actually happens for you today in the energy, where more positive shift occurs going forward. Also, if you would like to be in the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write 5 things down that you feel are blocking your path, and find a creative way to release it to the universe. In the comments box below, just put the sentence, "I've let it go, now I'm in the flow." And I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of June. If something resonates here for you, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. And before we go, they're actually showing me a magnet. It's a red and white magnet. I have not seen one of those before. Red and white magnet. So either you have a red and white magnet, or you see one on a billboard or something like that, but the magnets normally tells me that you are magnetic at this time. You are attracting. You're in the law of attraction mode. So your thoughts become things. Don't catastrophize. Okay, positivity is the key to you getting what you want. I know that sounds so sort of like woo-woo, and people would just go, oh yeah, we got to be positive. Nobody can be positive all the time. I totally get it. But when you feel worry or anything like sort of slip in there, and we all get it, just think, can I change anything about this circumstance right now? If the answer is no, then don't waste your energy worrying about it, because there's nothing you can do about it. Find a positive outlook and a positive outpouring for your energy, okay? So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Librans. Love and light.